Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Aries in mid-October 2019. Hello, Aries. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, Aries, mid-October. Let's get into it. I didn't mention for the previous three, you'll be the first one I've remembered this for. Maybe it's significant. Happy Halloween if you're celebrating. I'm not a fan of Halloween. Well, not that I'm not a fan. I'm impartial to Halloween, so it's not a big thing on my calendar. That's probably why I haven't mentioned it to anybody else. So apologies to Sagittarius, Taurus, or Pisces if you guys are watching here. Happy Halloween to you three as well. All right, guys, let's get into it. I want to see Aries outcome for mid-October 2019. Please show me Aries outcome. Oh no, my God. See? I messed myself up. Run it back. All right, Aries. I have shuffled off camera. That is your main spread there. I will shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. Timestamp is in the description box if you choose to jump ahead. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me, all right? If you have a question before you place a personal reading with me or place an order for a personal reading, feel free to email me at the same address. That is the natural spiel. Now let's find your outcome and your overall, okay? Give me the outcome and the overall energy for Aries in mid-October, please. Outcome and overall energy for Aries in mid-October 2019. Please show me. There it is. Nice and easy. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's see what flipped for you guys. Oh, no. That's the initial look of it. Oh, no. But let's see if that feeling is correct. All right, please show me where Aries is in mid-October 2019. Mid-October 2019. Please show me Aries in mid-October 2019. Please show me. All right. Coming in, pardon me, coming into mid-October, Aries, you come in with the Six of Wands in reverse. I will show you this card upright so you can get used to it. Sorry? This feels wind out of your sails, kind of, for some of you. Aries out there, it feels like close but no cigar. It feels like you are defeated. Now, feels like. Is that the reality? Not sure yet. It just feels this way. I feel as though you may have been attached to a certain situation, maybe a certain person or a certain outcome. And now that those things, the situation, the person, the outcome, isn't necessarily the way you thought it would be, or isn't close like you wanted, or isn't yours, like possessive, like this, the job isn't yours, the girl or the guy isn't yours, the outcome isn't yours, or it's off the mark in some kind of way, you feel as if you've been defeated. You feel disappointed. You feel as if you're not victorious. This is a matter of perspective, Aries. This is a matter of you standing in your own shoes and how you view your own life. As the outsider, I would be less inclined to view it as a loss. I would feel this as a change in the wind. Like I said, wind out of your sails. Now, when the wind comes out of the sails of a boat, is the boat sinking? No. Is the boat, crashing into a desert island? No. It just means it loses its propulsion. It loses its forward thrust. Is it still seaworthy? According to the turn of phrase, wind out of your sails. Yeah, it's still out there floating on top of the ocean. So, like, what's the beef? This isn't a pity party. I'll say that. I don't think that you're asking people to pity you. I don't think that you're, look at my situation, look at my life, isn't it the worst? I don't think you're out there saying it's the worst, but you're definitely disappointed and you're definitely letting others know. Is it a complete wash? Is the situation, the relationship, the person, the outcome that you desired, is it completely off the table? In some cases, sure. In some cases, yes. In other cases, it's just like I said, close with, but not a cigar. So maybe you got the job, but they're not going to agree to your salary. Maybe they'll clock you in $5,000 less than what you asked for. $5,000 is significant, but it's still the job that you wanted with the potential to grow. Take the job. Or you've taken the job, but you're like, yeah, but I didn't get the $5,000. Like I asked for $90,000 a year and they gave me 85. I wish you could see my face. And maybe to you that means a lot. You know, maybe you wanted to be in that 90, maybe that was like a big threshold for you or something like that. Or, you know, to make it more like maybe you wanted to make 6 figures a year and they clocked you at like 98,000 a year. Something like that. You still have the job. You will, within a few years, maybe even 1 year, be over the 6-figure mark. Given raises and bonuses and all that good shit. What are you upset about? I don't know who I'm channeling that for, but it's either you yourself are in your mind thinking you're being overly critical of yourself, or you have other people around you who are like, bro, sis, what? Why are you moaning about this? Now, if it's a person, a certain relationship, a certain connection, regardless of the type, and maybe you wanted to, you know, go out to dinner with someone or spend significant time with someone and they like give you a rain check. Oh man, I really wanted to take this girl out on a date, or I really wanted this guy to ask me to go here, or I wanted to ask him to go here, but he can't go. And you're just like you're kicking the dirt. Why? He didn't say, or she didn't say never again, or no, don't talk to me. Like, oh, I reject you outright. It's like, maybe not next week. Maybe after I get back to town. Like, maybe somebody's traveling. Listen, you're being told something, and it feels like, again, feels like, and this is not even a cups card. It's wands, so that kind of makes sense because there is something about passion and those types of emotions. So I get that. But this feels like you are making this bigger than what it needs to be. And you have to have you don't have to do anything, by the way. But it feels like a different perspective would clear all that out. So, yes, thank you. You're fine. You're just like in your head. You're in your own way, Aries. You're in your own way. And let me tell you, these readings I've done today are super intense. Thanks to what I discovered on the last reading, I think is this energy, because I think the moon is in Aries right now. So this energy is intense to me. All of it so far has been super intense. Yours is like intense in a different way. Yours is intense in like frustration, like bitterness, or being annoyed, being frazzled. And I think it's in your mind. Yes, 9 of Swords, right above your starting position. More of your energy, pondering things late into the night like that fox. Wondering about, how come they didn't give me 100K? I asked for 100K. Should I have asked them? You know, some of you are thinking I asked for like 103. And then they clocked you at 98. If I had gone to 110, maybe they would have put me at 105. Like, you're really sitting there thinking if I had gone higher, they would have lowballed me, and then I would have gotten exactly where I wanted to be. And you're agonizing over it. For what? For what? Because again, I think the long term works for you. Energetically, this is what I feel. I could be wrong. Tarot is not science, okay? But it feels like in the short term, because you didn't get what you wanted immediately, you're like, oh, it's done. It's the worst. Because you were told, we love you, Aries. You'd be a great hire here. You're wonderful. You'd make a lovely addition to the team. Come on board. Here's the money. Here's the 401k package. Here's the healthcare package. It's a wonderful job. But you're over there rolling your eyes, being sulky, because you're $2,000 under or $5,000 under your asking salary. I get it. I get the principle, especially if you feel, I understand. If you feel you've worked hard to get to this position, or you feel you're worth that money, I get it. I get it. But long-term says, from what I know of most jobs, especially of that earning potential, you will get that money in due time, especially if you're confident, which I feel whoever is connecting with this energy, you feel that you're confident and capable in your work. You feel confident and capable in making connections with people, whether that's dating, whether that's business, whether that's friendship, whatever. You feel capable and confident and secure in who you are. That's why this is like wind out of the sails. You thought you were coasting across the ocean. Wind changes direction, you lose propulsion. You're still moving forward, just not as quickly as you thought. So now you're like, you're bemoaning the situation, even though you're still moving towards your goal. Listen, I don't know who this is, this frustrated is. If it's you, if it's someone else outside, but someone just like, it's either you or someone else sees the details of the situation and they're like, what's the problem? What's the beef? Short-term gratification versus long-term success and goal hitting, target hitting? Are you serious? Look at the long run. Look at the long game here, Aries. Are you still on? You are. I look down there and I'm like, are you still on track to go where you want to go? The answer is fucking yes. See, and that's the thing. Look how quickly I touched that card for 2 seconds, I put it down, and then I talked more. This is in your mind. Before I move on, because I want to clarify for those who might not be as well versed with tarot as some other viewers, Nine of Swords is a self-contained anxiety. It often is the mind games or the mind fuckery you play with yourself. Staying up late, agonizing over details, or agonizing over how one thing or this certain thing didn't go the way you wanted it to. And now it becomes like this, it like blows up in your mind. It's like a balloon that keeps inflating to the point where it's like almost bursting. And it's like, it does you no good. There's no point in agonizing over it, because even if you feel it is a total loss, Aries, again, I don't think it is. I really feel like short term, you're not getting what you want. Long term, you probably will get what you want, or at least you're on track to get to a place or into another situation or into another relationship or contact with someone who can get you what you want. Because right next door, you have these, this is bifurcated. Is that the word? Bifurcated? Bisected? Thank you. That's the better word. Bisected energy. There's a line here in the middle. In my mind, in what I feel energetically, you don't see it here on the table, really. There is a bisected line here. There's all this bullshit and this agony over here. There's all this downtrodden crap over here. And then we have this uplifting, very positive shit over here. Two sides of you, maybe. Okay? Fool card. This is you. I mean, it's not you. It's not a major arcana for you, but this is you, what you're doing. This is secondary major arcana for Aquarius, so you might be dealing with an Aquarius, but you don't have to be. The Fool is about new journeys. The Fool is about new possibilities and new adventures in life, new pathways, yeah? Going out and breaking the mold, going out and revolutionizing the self, or revolutionizing the things that you're going to experience. This is groundbreaking energy, okay? As we can see, it's a silhouette of somebody who's basically marching off onto a road, or marching off, or in this case, it looks like he might be even climbing stairs. So is there going to be some sense of work and having to do your duty going forward? Yes, okay? The Fool moves on his own feet. He doesn't take a car. He's not driven around by a chauffeur. It's not easy peasy lemon squeezy with this energy. There are challenges. There are pitfalls. There are unexpected turns. However, you meet it with determination, you meet it with optimism, you meet it with ingenuity, and you meet it with confidence. The Fool fears nothing. The Fool is not dissuaded. The Fool is not depressed. The Fool is not sad. The Fool is not anxious. The Fool goes into it knowing, I'm gonna get mine. Whatever I'm moving towards is what I want, it's what I need, it's what I deserve, and I'm going to get it. Or I'm going to enjoy it. So even if you're getting rebuffed by somebody on a date, oh, I just want to be friends. Okay. Pick yourself up off the floor, stop being a sad sack, and go on a date with somebody else. If it literally is you were rejected by somebody that you actually liked and that you were actually interested in dating. If they say no, guess what? There's 7 or 8 billion other people on this planet, however many more in your city or your town, however many more in your dorm room, however many more in your company. Find somebody else. Or, again, I feel many of you, it's not even a no. It's a not right now, or, oh, I would love to, but I'm busy here, and da-da-da-da-da. And that knocks the wind out of your sails, and you think it's over. What did I just tell you with this damn boat analogy, this damn sailboat? You're not shipwrecked. That doesn't put a hole in the bottom of your boat. It just knocks the wind out. You still have, what is the thing in the back? A propeller in the back? I don't know boats. I'm not a ocean person, but I know that there's some mechanism on a sailboat where if the wind starts blowing this way to the west, you simply go down, you move some cranks, you move some ropes, and then you get the sail to go and catch the wind where it has started to blow, and you pick up speed again, and you move forward again. That's how sailing works, right? I'm pretty sure that's not the basics, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works when you sail. You need to ride with the wind or use the wind to your advantage when it is in your favor. So this whole, oh, I can't make it. I've got a wedding to go to that weekend. And you're like, okay, I guess it won't work out between me and him or me and her. It's like, what did they say? Not that weekend. I'm busy. Ask me again in the future. Like, come on now. Listen, who are you that you are so convinced that you're done? Stop that. Now, right beneath you, the Empress. By the way, there are other people here energetically, but you're in every one of these cards, and you're going to be here too. Empress card, Major Arcana or Secondary Major Arcana for Libra and Taurus, so you might be dealing with one of those signs, but you don't have to be. It's a general reading. This is you too. This is you too. Abundant, successful, beautiful, or handsome, or both at the same time. I don't know your deal. You might have that androgynous flair to you. I don't care. This is the confidence that you have to possess in order to be the Empress. And it's not cocky, it's not egotistical, it's not braggadocious or anything like that. It's not gross confidence. It is simply confidence. You're not bragging to people, you're not rubbing it in other people's faces. You're not no. This is quiet confidence. This is calm confidence. This is just walking into a room and not walking in like you own it, but walking in and knowing you own some space here. I own some semblance of the space, some fraction of it, some portion of it, whatever. So you go into that job where they clocked you at 98 a year and you were like, I wanted 103. Okay, fine. You still go in there and behave and do your job as if you were the person that was getting 103. Do you understand what I mean? Whatever setbacks come upon you when you're the Empress, they're not going to destroy your empire. The empire you have or the empire that you're making. The empire that you're laying the foundation for. Oh, they didn't give me 100 grand. I guess I should throw all my dreams out the window. Fuck that. Oh, that person didn't want to go out on a date with me. I guess I should just hang up my dating shoes and I should just go and become a nun and I should be... What are you talking about? Listen. I don't know why it's come out this way. And again, I don't know who I'm channeling for. Again, I feel like I might be channeling like this part of yourself that needs to be let to the forefront. Push to the forefront, Aries. Put that confident boss-ass bitch side of the Empress back out into the front. Bring that fool out. Put these other mo's to bed. Put this shit to bed. This 6 of Wands and this 9 of Swords. That's, listen. I really feel like you, again, I did say that, right? This bisected energy. There's a line here. So maybe there's just a certain threshold that you need to cross. Maybe literally you need to go into the building on Monday morning or whatever day when you get hired into the job or you get promoted. That first day when you walk in is no longer being the person who was making 85 a year. Now you're making 98 a year, something like that. You're not going in there 103 like you wanted to, but you should still walk in there like you feel that way. You're the only one. Only you and a few people in HR know how much money you make. Right? So if you go in there and you act as if and you feel as if you have accomplished that goal or that you're on track to get it eventually, that confidence is what needs to come back out. Don't walk in there with your shoulders slumped and feeling like, you know, downtrodden. Like, come on, man. Outcome. Mid-October for you, Aries. Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You might be dealing with one of those signs, but you don't have to be. This is getting charged up. It's not fiery. It's not fiery like the wands would be your home suit. Although some people in some cultures do call it sweets. Anyway, but it's close. I feel that this is you kind of what I'm telling you is to think bigger about it. Think longer term about it. Don't. I understand. I'm preaching to the choir, really. I'm not an Aries, but I get this. When you have a certain goal as a fellow fire sign, I get it. I had a certain goal. I had a certain expectation. It was close to what I wanted, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. And there is this tendency for fire signs to feel really disappointed. Super disappointed when it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I get it. I get it. But I have to do this with myself too. The same way I'm talking rough to you, I got to talk rough to myself. Don't be stupid, Jay. You got approximately what you wanted. You got close to what you wanted. Or in some cases, you got something that was better actually. Or that provides you with this other opportunity that you didn't anticipate. And it turns out to be better. Okay? So, I don't care what it is. It could be freaking ice cream. I don't care. Bring the Knight of Swords out. The Knight of Swords says, okay, this is what I'm working with now. And here are the smarter ways that I can approach this as opposed to, say, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, which is, again, that fire suit. Where Aries, Leo, Sagittarius reside, right? Where I want to do the thing and I want it to be passionate and I want it to be fulfilling and I want to feel inspired and I want to, you know, swing from the rafters and I want to go on these great adventures. The Knight of Swords is like, okay, let's calm that down. What are we thinking logically here? What are we thinking rationally here? How can we make the best of a situation in a logical manner? Like I said about this job thing, within a year, 2 years, maybe, depending on what you do and what your company policy is for bonuses or raises, I don't know. But within a few years, you will make that mark. It feels, when you're talking that type of money, it feels inevitable that you will be able to bump up into the six-figure bracket when you're $2,000 short of it within 1 year of your new hire. I get it. Like, you know, within a year, you should be able to hit the six-figure mark, right? So that's what this feels like. Put on the long scope binoculars or what is that thing called? What is this called? Telescope, thank you, or periscope, whatever. Put that shit on your face and see how you can continue to move towards that goal. And maybe even you might be able to get more. You wanted 103 within a year. Maybe you do so well at this job, Aries. Maybe you become such an integral part of the business that instead of them wanting you at 103 or 106, they're like, you know what? We want to bump you up to 107. Say what? That's 4 over what you originally thought you were worth. You see what I mean? Overall energy, which is boo-boo anyway. 9 of Wands. You're tired. You're beat up. You're frustrated. I get it. You feel defeated. I said that here. You feel it. You feel defeated. Your passion has been quelled. Your passion has been quelled a little bit, soured, quieted down. Yeah? 2 wands here, and they're both kind of sad. But the other part of the 9 of Wands, Aries, is it's not a card of total defeat. You got one last push in you. You got one last wand. He's leaning on one wand there. You've got one last wand that you can use to fight. So I don't know what you need to do. If this was like 2007, 2005 or some shit like that, you get your go-go juice. If you were like little Honey Boo Boo or whatever her name was, you get your go-go juice and you go out there and you perform. You go out there and you do your best pageant ever, whatever. I didn't watch that show, but that image popped into my head, and so that's why I'm saying it. So you have one last push in you to either hold on, do your best work, or hang on and do the best you can, you know, not give up, or you have something left in you that's going to, again, put the wind back into your sails and continue to propel you, get you back up to speed. I like this reading for you. I don't know why I had to be so harsh. I've been pleasant in the other 3 for the most part. I felt really, but yours has been like kind of like, you know, tough love. I hope you've taken it that way, because that's what it feels like. It feels like you are giving yourself this, or you might have a friend around you or a colleague or a family member who will be able to do this. I haven't sensed anybody else. You are in this entire reading. You. So it feels like something that you're going to have to pull out of yourself. Some type of, like, you're going to have to pep talk yourself. You're going to have to be your own trainer, your own coach. You know, like that guy in Rocky. Come on, Rocky, you got one more in you. You know, you're going to have to do that to yourself. So I hope you do it, because I really feel you're already on track to succeed, or you're on track to be happy. You're on track to feel fulfilled. Okay? Aries, that is your reading for mid-October. If you liked it, like button is down below. Hit it. You can leave a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you. You can share this video across your social media platforms. And of course, subscribe. If you are not subscribed, make sure that you hit the notification bell. Aries, I'll be back in a few weeks doing your November readings and the mids. The no communications readings that I posted last week seem to be doing pretty well, so I'm going to have to find time to do more of those in the future. So you got that to look forward to as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Take care.